Hey girls, it's Mrs. Smiley. I wanted to share a story with you called Betty Bunny Wants Everything. And this is another Betty Bunny story. And when we're all done reading, we're going to compare it with the Betty Bunny story that we read the other day. Betty Bunny Loves Chocolate Cake. But this story will make you think about the two words we've been learning about, needs and wants. What does Betty Bunny really need? And what does she just want? So Betty Bunny wants everything. Betty Bunny was a handful. She knew this because when she was at the mall with her family, strangers came up and told her mother, "Wow, that one's a handful." Betty Bunny knew that she must be pretty special for complete strangers to say such nice things about her. And she felt very special shopping at the mall with her mother, brothers, and sister. "Kids," her mother said to them, "as a special treat, we are going to the toy store, and you can each pick out one toy for yourself, but just one." "I'm going to get a bow and arrow set," said Betty Bunny's brother Henry. "I'd better get a bow and arrow set too," said his sister Kate, who knew she would have to defend herself. "I'll just take the cash," said Bill. Okay, so here they are at the store. There's Bill. Betty Bunny found a toy. And look, there's Kate and Henry with their bows and arrows. Betty Bunny picked out a little stuffed bunny that looked a lot like her. "I like this," she said. "Very nice choices," said her mommy. Then Betty Bunny picked out a fairy princess doll. "And this," she added. And then she picked out a shake and rattle music set, a techno monster figure pack, and an ultra blast rocket. "And this, and this, and this," she said. "Betty Bunny," her mother said, "I told you that you could have just one toy." But Betty Bunny didn't hear her. She was too busy putting more toys into the cart. A Captain Gizmo detective kit, a spin art set, a slide and splash inflatable pool. She didn't even know what these things were or what she might do with them, but she knew she had to have them. The little bunnies pictured on the boxes looked like they were having the most fun ever. Betty Bunny wanted to have the most fun ever too. "This is for ages 8 and up," Kate said, pointing to the detective kit. "This is going to be way too messy," Henry said, pointing to the paint set. "This is meant for little bunnies who don't cry every time they get wet," said Bill, pointing to the inflatable pool. But Betty Bunny didn't hear them. She was too busy lifting a giant stuffed panda that was 3 times bigger than she was. But finally she managed to get it balanced on the top of the cart that was now overflowing with toys. Betty Bunny, her mother, tried again. "Maybe you just didn't understand. You can't have all these toys." "Maybe you just don't understand," Betty Bunny said. "I want all these toys." "You can't have everything you want," said Kate. "But I want everything I want," said Betty Bunny. Boy, that doesn't sound very nice, does it? "You can't be so greedy," said Henry. Now, greedy is somebody who wants everything for themselves. They want a lot of things. "Yes, I can," said Betty Bunny, and she put 5 rubber balls in the cart to prove it. "See," she said. "I think you have a little bit of room left right here," Bill said, pointing to a small space in the cart under the panda's left leg. "Thanks," said Betty Bunny, and she crammed a yellow dump truck there. Goodness gracious, what are they going to do with Betty Bunny? "Betty Bunny," her mother tried again. "If we take all these toys home, where would we even put them? Your whole bedroom would be filled up with nothing but toys." Betty Bunny thought about having a room filled with nothing but toys, and she liked the idea. The thought made her very happy. She picked up a 1,000-piece jigsaw puzzle and tossed it onto the giant panda's belly. It was so much fun that she tossed more toys onto the panda's belly, and more and more. Henry said, "You'd better listen to Mommy." Kate said, "Mommy is very smart and she knows what's best." Bill said, "Keep acting crazy. You're making the rest of us look good." I think even her brothers and sisters are worried about her choices she's making. Betty Bunny's mother said that if Betty Bunny couldn't pick out just one toy, then she would not get any toys. She paid for the bows and arrows for Henry and Kate, and she gave Bill his cash, which is another word for money. So she gave Bill his cash, and then she scooped Betty Bunny up, and they walked out of the store. Benny Bunny saw the cart filled with her new toys as they walked away, leaving it behind, and she started to cry, and then she started to scream, and then she started to kick her legs wildly. She cried all the way home. And when she was still crying when her father came home from work. "What's the matter with my little bunny?" he said. "I have the meanest mommy in the whole wide world," she answered. And then she explained all about how she picked out a very few very nice toys and that her mean, horrible, yucky mommy wouldn't let her have any. Does that sound like the truth to you? I don't think so either. Betty Bunny watched her father walk over and talk to her mother. Betty Bunny hoped her father was saying, "Stop being so mean and horrible and yucky and give my little bunny all the toys she wants." She tried to listen to hear what he was saying, but it was hard to hear over the sound of her crying, and she was afraid that if she stopped crying, they would forget how much she really, really, really wanted those toys. Finally, her father and mother walked over to her, and they were smiling. Betty Bunny stopped crying, and her father said, "Betty Bunny, we have an idea." Betty Bunny started crying again. "I don't want an idea. I want toys." Well, her mother and father decided to show her their idea. The whole family went back to the toy store. Betty Bunny's mother gave her some money. "Now this is your money," she said. "You can spend it on whatever toys you want, but when you run out of money, you can't get any more." Her father explained, "It will help you understand why you can't have everything that you want." Do you think this will work? Betty Bunny looked at her money. She liked it very much. "But if I use my money to buy toys," she said, "then I won't have my money anymore." "Well, that's the way money works," said Henry. "You could use some of the money and save some of it," said Kate. "You could give me all the money, and then you won't have to worry about this very tricky problem," said Bill. I don't think she's going to give Bill her money. Betty Bunny made a decision. She saved some of the money and she used the rest to buy a little stuffed bunny that looked a lot like her. "I'm going to name her Little Betty," she said. Her father went to stand in line so that Betty Bunny could pay for Little Betty. Betty Bunny got out a shopping cart and started to fill it with toys. She put in the Shake Rattle music set, the Techno Monster figure pack, the Ultra Blast rocket. She put in Captain Gizmo detective kit, the Spin Art paint set, the Slide and Splash inflatable pool. Uh-oh. As she was about to put the giant stuffed panda in, her mother said, "What are you doing? I thought you understood that you can't have everything." They look very disappointed. "Oh, they're not for me," Betty Bunny said. "Little Bunny wants them, and I can't get her to understand that it's just too much. Maybe you can give her some money too." Now, do you think it was really Little Betty, the little stuffed animal, who wanted all those toys, or Betty Bunny? I agree with you. I think it was Betty Bunny. So think about the story. Did she really need any of these toys? No, but she sure wanted them, didn't she? So boys and girls, this was a lot of fun. I hope you have some fun drawing pictures from the story. We're going to talk more about this Betty Bunny book and the other one this week. So I hope you enjoyed it. I like this book too.